Many thanks for joining us on the news at 8. I am Bukola Taylor Cole. President Bola Tinubu is expected to flag off a two-day security talk shop between the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and the Northwest Governors Forum on Monday, June 24. The president will also deliver a keynote address at the Northwest Peace and Security Summit in collaboration with the UNDP tagged Regional Cooperation for Securing Lives and Livelihoods in Northwest Nigeria. The Chief Press Secretary to the Katsina State Governor Mohammed Kaula disclosed that President Tinubu will commission the ultra-modern 16-bed dialysis center, a healthcare project initiated by Governor Diko Umar Rada at the General Ahmadi Rimi Specialist Hospital. The UNDP Northwest Governors Security Talk Shop is expected to bring together stakeholders as well as security experts, including governors from across the region and key partners on security matters to prefer solutions to terrorist attacks and address persistent security challenges facing the region. The Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has expressed sadness over the increased number of touts and extortionists at the country's international airports. Keyamo registered his displeasure over the development in a post on X, formerly Twitter. The minister lamented that he had received a series of complaints from Nigerians concerning both situations, saying it was giving the nation a negative image. The minister said practical steps to transform the situation will soon be unveiled. Now, Kiyamo's concerns are coming less than 24 hours after the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, launched a task force to tackle what has become a scourge at the country's international airports. Managing Director of FAN, Olubumi Kuku, disclosed that the Director of Special Duties at FAN, Henry Agbebire, had been appointed as chairman of the task force. Addressing newsmen, Kuku expressed deep concern over the persistent harassment and extortion experienced by passengers at the airport. She added that dedicated phone lines and QR codes will be set up to provide passengers with a means of providing feedback on their airport experience. The managing director said all airport personnel must prominently display their on-duty cards and name tags for easy identification and accountability. The National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, has assured the public that the data of Nigerians has not been compromised. NIMC gave the assurance in a statement signed by its head of corporate communications, Kayode Anigoke. Paradigm Initiative, a pan-African social enterprise, had raised alarm over its discovery of the sale of national identification numbers, NINs, bank verification numbers, BVNs, and other personal data of Nigerians on the website for as low as 100 naira. The organization claimed that a website known as anyverify.com.ng was found to be involved in the commercial distribution of personal and private data of Nigerians. It noted that several unauthorized websites claim to hold and provide access to sensitive personal and financial data of Nigerians for as little as 100 naira. Now, reacting to the report, NIMC said it has not authorized any website or entity to sell or misuse the national identification number and other identities. NIMC urged the public to disregard any claims or services these websites offer and should not give their data as they are potentially fraudulent, and data provided by the public on such websites are gathered and stored to build the data services they legally provide. And 15 members of the House of Representatives from different parts of Nigeria and political parties known as Concerned Federal Lawmakers for Peace and Security in the Southeast have appealed to President Bola Tinubu to invoke Section 174 of the Constitution and Section 107, subsection 1 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 for the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, from detention. The lawmakers made this appeal in a 3-page letter signed by them, dated June 19, 2024, and addressed to the president. The lawmakers also appealed to President Tinubu to commence a presidential peace initiative to address all issues and challenges bedeviling the southeast region of the country. According to the lawmakers, they believe it is long overdue and would be instrumental in opening the door for much-needed conversations surrounding peace restoration, as well as addressing the issues that led to the agitations. They recalled that the federal government extended this gesture through the office of the Attorney General in the charge involving Omoyele Sowore, wherein he was charged with treasonable felony and Sunday Igboho. Now, coordinated airstrikes by the Nigerian Air Force aircraft have destroyed 13 illegal refining sites and 7 Cotonou boats and rivers, Bayelsa and Imo states. The airstrikes, according to NAF spokesperson Vice Marshal Edward Gapquet, also destroyed 5 J5 buses attempting to siphon stolen crude oil from surface tanks. It disclosed this in the statement, and he said the airstrikes were carried out between June 18 to 2022. June 18 to 22. He explained that some of the illegal sites were discovered near Imo River on 18 June with 7 overhead tanks, which were subsequently destroyed, while several suspected oil thieves were seen fleeing, adding that airstrikes were also extended to Wilcourt in Rivers State on June 19 after an illegal site and cano filled with illegally refined products, as well as some gunboats were seen. The NAF spokesperson said airstrikes against economic saboteurs and oil thieves have continued to record the expected outcome majorly due to improved intelligence, enhanced air-to-ground coordination, and improved agility and resilience of the force. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have discovered a snake-guarded shrine used to store illicit drugs in Igor Community, Benin City, Edo State. The operatives detected a specifically constructed large hole storage in a well-covered with wallpapers and fetish objects. A statement by the Director of Media and Advocacy of the agency, Femi Babafemi, said different quantities of illicit substances such as methamphetamine, loud, Colorado, and Arizona, all strong strains of cannabis with a total weight of 8.743 kilograms, were pulled out from the deep hole dug in the wall of the shrine building. The statement added that 2 ladies, Sonia Ezumezu and Risikat Tijani, were arrested during the operation after the big black snake guarding the shrine was demobilized. In the separate operation, 2 suspects, O.B. Ferguson and Ernest Abanom, were arrested on Saturday, June 22, when the operatives raided the Usain Forest in Ovia Southwest local government area of Edo State, where 209 kilograms of cannabis and a motorcycle were recovered. The statement added that operatives on Tuesday, June 18 in Abuja intercepted a white Nissan Frontier pickup vehicle with amber lights and fake registration number of a security agency at Kiyi Village in Kuje area of the FCT. The vehicle was loaded with 454 compressed blocks of cannabis sativa weighing 340.8 kilograms procured at Uzeiba, Edo State. A 76-year-old grandfather, Francis Omofa, linked to the consignment, was also arrested. And the Lagos State Fire Service says no life was lost at the inferno that engulfed the headquarters of Christ Embassy Church located in the Oregun area of Ikeja, Lagos State. The director of the Lagos State Fire Service, Margaret Adesheye, in a statement says the cause of the fire at the church is yet to be determined, but assures investigation is ongoing to ascertain the origin. According to Adesheye, the fire outbreak was reported to the Fire and Rescue Service at 7:27 a.m. and firefighting units from Alawusa and Ikeja fire stations were promptly dispatched and arrived at the scene by 7:36 a.m. She added that an excavator is being used to pull down some of the parts of the building to ensure complete extinguishment and to prevent further structural collapse. The Fire Service Director called for calm, assuring Lagosians that the situation is under control. And meanwhile, the president and founder of the church, Pastor Chris Oyakilome, said the fire incident is an avenue for bigger and better things. The Lagos State government has called for an attitudinal change among residents to protect the environment and prevent an outbreak of diseases such as cholera. The special advisor to the governor on the environment, Olakunle Rotimi Akodu, made the appeal at a stakeholders forum with the theme, Our Environment, Our Future. We have details in this report. An Aboriginal proverb says, look after the environment and it will look after you. Destroy the environment and it will destroy you. Over the years, environmentalists have made clarion calls to the public to protect the environment. At this Greener Environment Stakeholders Forum, with the theme, Our Environment, Our Future, renowned environmentalist Desmond Majekodumi says the lives of the present and future generations depend on how well the environment is preserved.
Our environment is our future. Our environment is our life support system. If you can't have something that's going to be giving you the water you need to drink for your survival, the clean air you need to breathe, the good rich soil for your food, then you don't have anything. You don't have a future. So the theme is excellent, but again, I'm not surprised because Yosepa is spearheading this excellence in terms of promoting, caring for the environment, in terms of looking after nature, in terms of just doing what the scriptures are telling us, which is to replenish the earth. We are caliphas, we are caretakers of the earth.
Business and business of everybody is nobody's business. So it must be the business of everybody. Like one of my senior colleagues will always say, is now retired, when all of us complain, we start complaining, say, why are all of you complaining? If everywhere is dark, if each of you bring out your phone and litter your own corner, at the end of the day, nobody will be looking for, nobody will be complaining about electricity. So if each of us do our bit, at the end of the day, we won't be blaming government or blaming anybody.
On the part of the state government, more awareness programs like this Greener Environment Stakeholders Forum will be organized to raise collective consciousness on the need to imbibe environment-friendly practices.
All on the environment is ensuring that we hand over a safe environment to future coming generation. And we already have them involved. LASAPA has found a way to bring them in. They were brought in, they participated fully in the debate, they expressed their opinion, their views, and how they feel things should go. This will be a continuous exercise on a yearly basis.
We thought of a way to make sure that young people are deliberate with communicating environmental activity. So we thought to involve tertiary institutions because you have a good crop of young people who have, who sort of have a structured curriculum and a structured life for the next 4 years. So bringing them on board will make sure that they are deliberate about it. They are more self-aware and they are more deliberate with communicating.
I'm quite honored to be the winner of the essay competition. I can't be more grateful to Lagos State government, to LASEPA, to LASUCOM, my school, for nurturing me up to where I am right now. I'm deeply honored. I'm deeply humbled. Thank you so much.
Highlight of the event is the presentation of cash gifts to the winner of the essay competition with the theme Land Restoration, Desertification and Drought Resilience, organized for students of tertiary institutions in Lagos State. Bukola Taylor Cole, LTV News. The medical experts are calling on the government to create more awareness on preventive measures, dangers, and treatment of cholera. They made the call at the 2024 Healthcare Awards held in Lagos. Health correspondent Aminat Elegushi tells us more.
It is a night of glamour and honor for men and women in the healthcare sector, including those that have contributed to the growth of healthcare in Nigeria. This event, according to the organizers, is to encourage those who are dedicated to ensuring the well-being of citizens.
It's been a long journey, and we thank God for where we are now after 10 years. The event has improved. It has more participation from across the country, from the northern region, eastern region, everywhere. We have very strong participation, and the event has built a strong credibility as one of the best awards in West Africa. Because a lot of our doctors are leaving for the diaspora, we have to appreciate the ones staying back and providing health care to our people.
Every year we are improving. Every year we are bringing new things, innovations, and it's getting greater. It's going to be global. I'm so excited. I'm very happy. I'm grateful to God.
The medical experts at this event also helped on the need for government at all levels to create more awareness about cholera.
I think a lot of our people are quite careless. That's the truth. So we have to encourage more hand washing and good hygiene.
Cholera is a disease associated with poverty. It's found where there are severe infrastructural challenges, maybe slums, densely populated areas that don't have access to potable water, and so on and so on. But having said that, even looking at the Lagos State scenario, for instance, because we have quite a good information flow from Lagos State, we've seen that the fatality rates, while even about 30 that I have seen recently, is still high. Cholera is one nasty foodborne disease that has serious epidemic potential. So I think Lagos State has demonstrated leadership in the ability to inform people about prevention, control, and carry the public along as to the efforts they are making.
We know what the cause of outbreak of cholera is. It's about hygiene, it's about the environment. And as you are aware, if you see all those locations where we have epidemics, it speaks a lot of volume. It's about the source of food that goes into our mouth. Have we taken care of it very well? Do people practice the normal hygiene, hand washing?
The highlight of the event is the special recognition and lifetime awards presented to various key stakeholders who have soared through the growth of healthcare in Nigeria. Aminat Elegushi, LTV News.
Now, the rainy season poses a lot of challenges for many road users, from poor visibility, bad brakes, and non-functioning wipers to poorly maintained vehicles. These and more are the factors that lead to accidents on the roads. In this special report, Joshua Murakinyo highlights safety issues on the road during this period. His report.
Rains. Rains means different things to different people. For some, it means it's time to take advantage of the rains, and for others, it's a devastating period. For the motoring public, it's time to be cautious and prevent avoidable road accidents. Road traffic accidents and their related deaths have become a major health problem and concern. Despite the scanty data to buttress this claim, the reality says otherwise. But what are those things to pay attention to when it rains?
Ensure that the wiper is working perfectly. Ensure that the lighting system, front and back, is in perfect shape. Because during when it is raining, there are times that condition will affect visibility. So if you are driving, especially inside a very heavy rain, it is expected that you put on your hazard light, or not even hazard light now. You may add it to it, but the full light, you put on your full light.
Some motorists and analysts believe there are more to fixing the car and other accessories when it rains.
In fact, I love driving in the rain because almost all the road officials will be off the road. So even if your papers are not complete or you don't have anything, nobody to stop you. You just move smoothly. The only thing, I just caution myself, I don't overspeed and I don't drive carelessly.
Paul, I ensure that my hazard lights are on. And also I ensure that I come out and check my tires as well. My wipers are also on and working very well.
are so much bothered about maybe driving carefully, mostly in short. Anytime it rains, that's what bothers me. When I'm driving, I must drive carefully.
Just want to advise the motorists, as in the car owner, to be very careful about these downfall driver, the red, yellow buses and keke during this period.
Let's have the public know the damage they are doing when it's raining, that they bring out their dirt from their homes and come, pour it on the road with the hope or with the idea that the rain takes away their dirt to God knows where. But then it gets to affect the road. That's why we get to see potholes.
The safety of the road is a collective responsibility, especially when it rains. Therefore, government at all levels as well as road users must pay attention to their vehicles to avoid the calamity of road accident. Joshua Murakio, LTV News, Lagos.
On the foreign scene, about 4,000 residents have been forced to evacuate from Rock Valley, Iowa due to floods. More than 1 million people have been put under flood warnings in the upper U.S. Midwest after days of heavy rains that forced evacuations and rescues in several states. The hardest hit have been Iowa and South Dakota, where some rivers are expected to reach record high levels over the next few days. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds called the floods catastrophic and has declared a state of disaster in 21 counties. Drone footage posted by regional officials shows homes and buildings almost completely submerged with only rooftops visible. For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. Many thanks for watching the news at 8. Please remember to call Lagos toll-free lines 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. I am Bukola Taylor Cole. Good night.